Sorry, guys, camera moved. What is up? It's me, Angie. How are we doing? As you can see, I'm in a new apartment. Feels really good. So, we did get a new apartment. It's definitely a lot bigger than the one we started out with. So, thankful for that. But that's pretty much where I've been moving our stuff in, unpacking everything, and starting work again. I've been busy with, taking care of the kids, but it's a fun busy. So this video, we have some good things to go over. Ooh, excuse me. I have 2 books to go over that I've read. One was a DNF. However, if I read more than one chapter in a book, I consider it as read to myself. But when I'm putting it on Goodreads, I do list it as a DNF. I know it's weird, it's confusing. And then I went to the library with my husband and the kids, and I got 3 books. I originally got 4. However, the 4th book that I got, I did some research on it and found out that there is content that I do not care for in books. Content that I don't support either, due to me being a Christian. So that book will not be in the video. But without further ado, let's go ahead and start with the books I read. Now, the 2 books I read, one is a physical copy. It's sitting on my bookshelf. The other one was an ebook. But I'll just go ahead and show you them on my tablet. It just makes it easier. So the one that I did not finish is... It's not here. I guess I forgot to put the review on here. So I'm just going to have to type it in and try to find it. There we go. So I have a reading journal. Let me zoom back because then you can see like my whole head instead of half. I have a reading journal. Journal where I write my reviews, and then once I write them there, I input what I wrote on my Goodreads. So I guess for this particular book, I did put it in my reading journal. I just didn't put it on Goodreads. I guess I forgot. But that book is Clockwork Constellation Chrono Chaos by Paul Michael Peters. Now, this book is the physical book I have. It's on my shelf. It's actually a signed copy by the author. This one I put it as what I'm calling a temporary DNF. Because when I started reading it, to me, it felt a little slow for me. It wasn't picking up as much as I liked it to. But that being said, at that time, I was kind of going through a little of a reading slump and dealing with the move here, and I just, was just starting my new hobby of, diamond painting, which I am loving, by the way. So I think all of that, I wasn't maybe just not really fully into the book as I wanted to be. So I decided to temporary DNF, meaning I do plan to go back into it and try it again at a later time when I'm in, more of a mood for it, and see if it, gets better throughout the book. And then, yeah, just go from there. Excuse me. The other book that I did read and finished completely. Why is it not showing it on here? But that is James and the Giant Peach by Roald Dahl. I gave that book 4 stars. Actually, no, I'm going to change that. 4.5 stars. And I'll tell you why. It would have been a 5-star book for me. But there was a few times that there was not really a cuss word, but a bad word, an inappropriate word. We'll go with that inappropriate word. In the book that I felt for a children's book or a young adult book, it should not be in there. For that story. However, I did really enjoy the story. I've seen the movie like 1,000 times, and I just never got around to reading the book. And I've always wanted to read the book because I had heard the bark. I can't talk, guys. I can't. The book is a lot darker than the movie. I agree with that. But that's as far as I'm going to go because I don't want to give you guys any spoilers. Basically, if you have not heard of James and the Giant Peach, it's about a little boy who loses his parents in a tragic accident. They both get killed by a rhino. And he ends up going to live with his 2 aunts, Auntie Spiker and Auntie Sponge, who treat him like trash. And there's one day he meets a mysterious person who gives him these little magical things. And it causes the peach tree to produce a peach that just grows and grows and grows. And eventually, James ends up having an adventure with this peach. That kind of sounds weird the way I just described it, but I don't want to go any further than that because, I don't want to spoil it all. Again, the humor's there, very good, love the humor. I loved all the characters. I had fun reading the story. Do I want to read more from this author? Yeah. I'll probably read his other. I'm kind of intrigued to read, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. That's been another favorite of mine. But yeah. So those are the 2 that I read. Not as much books as I would have liked to read, but again, busy. Now that things have calmed down with the apartment, we've settled in more, I'll be able to read more. So the books that I got from the library, you can see 3. So one of them is a graphic novel, so we'll go over that one last. Well, the first book that I got from the library, this one is A Gift from Tiffany's by Melissa Hill. A lot of you guys know this book titled as Something from Tiffany's. Now, I don't know if it was originally Something from Tiffany's and then changed to A Gift from Tiffany's, or vice versa. Let me see. Okay, so it was first published as Something from Tiffany's in Great Britain. And then, I guess it got reprinted and renamed A Gift from Tiffany's. Which is fine. It's the same story. And I kind of like this cover. It's really cute. The cover for the one that is with the title Something from Tiffany's, it's like a teal blue with white. It looks like a gift present. Let me see if I can find it real quick and show you guys. It's really pretty. I like it a lot. But in the meantime, this book is about 2 men, 2 different couples, actually, that live in New York. And the men, they go to Tiffany's to purchase a Christmas gift for their girlfriends. One gentleman buys an engagement ring. The other one buys a pair of earrings. And something happens that their gifts get mixed up and they get switched. So the guy who bought the earrings ends up with the ring. The guy who bought the ring ends up with the earrings. And so it kind of intertwines these couples, and the relationships and why is the phone turning all the way to weirdness. Probably because my dog is underneath the table here. Let me fix you there. Oh, there we go. We'll just do it that way. And I've watched the movie. My friend Hazel had mentioned the movie to me, and it's on Amazon Prime. I highly recommend watching that movie. It is such a cute movie. It takes place around Christmas. It gives you that wintry vibes, the coffee shop, the bakery shop vibes. I just loved it. So this is the Something from Tiffany's book cover. It's really pretty. So there's that cover and the original cover. I think they're both pretty, you know. So yeah, it is a bit of a chunker. Let's see how many pages are in total on this thing. Now, I had watched the movie. I love the movie. And then I, doing my book research stuff. And, alright, so there's 399 pages in this book. When I was doing research, and I found out that movie was based on a book. I've been wanting to read this book for a while. And what's funny is when I asked the library if they had the book Something from Tiffany's, they said no, but that they had a book called A Gift from Tiffany's, and they thought that might have been like a sequel to the story, or maybe like a prequel. And then I decided to do some, research at home. And that's when I found out that this was the original book. And Something from Tiffany's title was the reprint book. So I thought that was really cool. But I'm really, really excited to read this book. If you hear a pounding noise, I apologize. Our neighbor next door, they kind of slam their car doors kind of loud. And they park right outside our window. But yeah, so there's that one. Stand by. The next book I've got is considered a Christian fantasy. And it is part of a 4-book series. And that is called The Prince Warriors by Priscilla Shirer, I think it's called. So this is 4 books. I've been wanting to read this book for a while as well. A few years ago, my husband and I, when we lived in Florida, we came across this Christian store, and they had these books there, and my husband was really intrigued, so he bought them, and he ended up reading them, and he enjoyed them, and I wanted to read them. However, those books, among the rest of our books, are still down in Florida in storage. Hopefully within the next month or 2, we'll be able to go down there and get the rest of our stuff up here. So therefore, I didn't have these books on hand to read, so I was really thankful that the library had them. I'll read the synopsis for you in the back really quick. They heard a loud crack, and then a tree right next to them split open, its edges glowing red like embers from a roaring fire. "Lightning!" Xavier said. They dodged out of the way as a blackened tree began to topple over, crashing to the ground in a shower of sparks. Evan felt his courage evaporate. If this was a dream, it was getting way too scary. The deadly lightning, the falling trees, the growing rumble that seemed to shake the forest to its roots, the ominous blackening of the sky. Evan wanted to wake up now, but somehow he knew. He knew that this was real. "Welcome to Aratos," said the strange little creature in the purple robe. "Earth is but a shadow of this unseen realm. This is the real world where the battles rage, where your true enemy lies. How can we fight this enemy?" said Xavier, glancing at his little brother Evan in alarm. "We're just kids." Ruach gave the slightest smirk. "Here in Aratos, you are warriors. Prince warriors. I like that. I can't wait to read it. One thing that I noticed that I'm loving about this book, look how big the font is, guys. It's nice and big and clear and easy to read. So I'm really excited, and it's a very small book. Very small. So easy reading. All 4 books are pretty small. But this is a 4-book series. There is a 5th book that tags along with the 4 books. And that one is a, what is it called? A devotions book that corresponds to these books. So that kind of has me intrigued too, to look into for that. But yeah, I really cannot wait to get into this book as well. Now, this last book is a graphic novel, and I was really excited to find it. Although this was the only one that I found, so I gotta see if there's more when I go back to the library. And that is Doctor Who Omnibus Volume 1. And you can see one of the best doctors right there. And what I really liked about this graphic novel, it's colored. I mean, look at that. The colors are just vibrant. Look at that. What the heck did I just see? I swear I saw... The Boonville Instrumental Music Program presents. Oh, somebody had a music concert back in 2016. This thing has been sitting in there since 2016. Interesting. Anywho, so that marks the 3 books here. Let me pop them up here for you. So you can see 3 books. I'm really excited to read them all. Which is really cool. Oh, and before we end this video, I found out that my local library is going to be doing a book sale the week of my birthday, and my birthday is March 6th, so I do plan on going. I do plan on purchasing some books there. My daughter is really excited about it. She wants to purchase books there. So I definitely plan on doing a book haul video during that time. Show you guys what I found. If my daughter decides to join in the video, which she's more than welcome to, then she can show you, the books that she got and just have fun with it. And that's it. If there's any other books that you think I might like, comment down below, let me know. I love books. Don't be a stranger. Nobody's commented yet, but I know there's somebody who will comment eventually, which is fine. Eventually, I'm patient. Anywho, that is it for now. That is it for now. I did finish another diamond painting, but I will not show it on here because it is a birthday present for a family member of mine, and I don't want her accidentally seeing it on here before her birthday. So, I believe that is all for now. I will talk to you guys later. Bye, guys.